All right, 1, 2, 3, clap. Well, we got to clap together.
Well, okay. God damn it. Are you and go, or are you just 1, 2, clap?
It's a rhythm. 1, 2, 3, clap. It's a rhythm.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and clap. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly
so now 1,
right.
2, clap.
No. Nobody does 1, 2, clap.
Well, that's why I didn't bring it up before we clapped, but we fucked it up. So I just was making sure.
All right.
Well, it sounds like ready, set, go. That's 1, 2, clap.
That's ready, set, go, though.
Yeah, it's 1, 2, clap.
Yeah, but it's the same rhythm. It's the same. Right, sorry, just do the thing.
Ready? 1. God damn it. 1, 2, 3, clap. Jesus Christ, Corey, are you doing it when is there a delay on your end? We should be clapping together.
Yeah, I understand that part.
Am I crazy?
You gotta put in a clip of The Office when they're trying to take the picture and everybody can't jump on 3.
Am I crazy, Johnny? You're seeing this, right?
John's not even clapping. He's not even.
He doesn't have to. Trying. I've got his audio.
I'm along for the ride. I'm Adam's clap.
Okay. We're gonna do it one more time, and then we're just going for it. 1.
All right. How
2.
about I count you down?
All right, that's good.
1, 2, 3.
Odd.
There's only, I can't remember what the stats are, but it's like a super low. I don't want to speak because I don't remember it, but it's like 1 in 5 houses are owned by an actual like resident living in it.
Really?
It's something really, really crazy.
Well, I was talking talking something like that about with a friend the other day, and how as it pertains to Airbnbs though, how they're doing that too. Like big corporations or like hotels or whatever are buying up a bunch of houses and just like renting them as hotels.
Yeah.
Instead of like what the program was meant to be. And that's just like, you have extra space, you make some extra money, people get to save a little bit, but now it's just like kind of infiltrating that too.
Yeah, it's a shame, man. Nobody's going to be able to have the American dream. You can just buy a house and have your family live in your house that you own. But
and it's passed down.
Yeah, dude, the new American dream is leaving America.
Yeah, no kidding. But luckily, the election's like on the forefront, so we're going to have some real change here by bringing in 2 of the same people that we've had.
People are breaking through the southern border just to get to Canada at this point.
Dude, did you guys, speaking of Trump, did you see him talk about magnets?
Yes, I already saw a video of somebody putting the ICP face paint on him and then like fading into the magnets. What do they do song?
But here's the thing.
What's the take on magnets?
He thinks if you just dunk them in water, they don't work anymore.
Look, like, where did he come up with that theory? Did he test it?
No, he just talks. He just talks and says things, and then like later he defends everything based on just pure egotism.
It was the same scientist that told him he could nuclear bomb a hurricane.
Oh yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
Here's the thing, though. I heard that and I was like, "What an idiot!" And then I was like, "I don't really know how magnets work either, though."
It's like I wish I knew enough about magnets to refute that because it really doesn't sound right. But
yeah, they still work in water.
Right. He must be thinking of electricity.
Yeah, he thinks magnets are electrical.
Right. So I'm gonna look it up, magnet. But
how do they work?
But the thing is, yeah. So I felt like, but then I was like, well, but I'm not the president, so I don't have to know how magnets work.
Yeah,
that's not my job.
He doesn't really either. You just have to have somebody on the team that does, and then don't talk about it.
Maybe that's the problem. We don't have a cabinet of magnets.
We don't have a secretary of magnetism.
There's no secretary of magnetism.
Dude, if I run, I would have the greatest cabinet.
Yeah, I need a secretary of all spooky shit.
I would have so many new positions to hire.
You have to have a snack czar.
Yes.
Yeah,
Everybody needs to be on the same snack page. I feel like food wise.
The Secretary of Ghost Hunting.
Yes.
Yes.
The White House is a big spooky place. You need to hunt all them ghosts.
There's a lot of old people in this house for a long time.
Yeah.
There's got to be some stuff going on in the White House, dude.
Yeah, plus they burned the first one down.
I'm reading a really crazy book right now about the history of well, it's the story of a woman named Anna Judge, who was one of George Washington's slaves, who ran away when she was like 26. And it was right when it was before they had moved into, before they made the Capitol in. Have you guys ever heard of this story at all? Anna Judge?
Yeah.
I would stop you if I heard this one before, but even still, I bet the audience hasn't.
Well, I've a little bit.
Yeah.
I have not I wouldn't call it a deep dive, but like a medium dive. Like I put the tip in a little bit.
Well, way to sully up this patriotic conversation with your perverted ways.
Okay, so when she did run away, where was it located? Because if you run away from Washington, D.C. as a slave in slave times, where did you go? Because that seems like a safer place to be.
So they were living in the executive mansion in Philadelphia. It was when the Capitol got moved to Philadelphia. And
okay, it still seems like it'd be in the north.
It was in the north. And the problem was George Washington's estate, Mount Vernon, was in the south. And he had like 160 slaves or something, like a lot of slaves. And so the book is really interesting because it talks about whatever. I won't go into all the philosophy behind it all, but the story is incredible because Anna, at the time, a law was passed in Philadelphia that said any slave after 6 months had to be freed. And it was, Philadelphia was like the first in abolition rights. This was like 1790. This was really early on, right after we were our own country. And so George Washington didn't know this law, even though he was president, because he didn't really want to be president. It was kind of a crazy story on its own, but.
Which probably makes him the best candidate for a president.
Well, I think that's what they wanted at the time because he was like such a feared general and like he wasn't rich or anything. Mount Vernon was failing economically. Like he was borrowing money when he became president. So it's really
so was Donald Trump.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's something to that. So, but the rules are after 6 months, slaves have to be freed. Washington didn't know it, and his smarmy little secretary. Speaking of secretary, that's what reminded me of this.
Wait a minute, the slave terms were shorter than presidential terms?
Oh yeah,
you actually had to.
Yeah, because they were trying to free. Well, Philadelphia in the north were wanting to free slaves from like the Quakers were trying to do this in like the late 1600s, whatever. But
wasn't it like a long process of like making laws and redoing laws, trying to get it? Because they couldn't just like, okay, good, you're free. Like we got to like wean. They had to wean the people off of owning people.
Well, and the problem also was the slaves, at that time, they didn't know how to read. There was no education. So if you were to just be like, all right, everybody's free, nobody's going to be able to take care of themselves because they weren't set up to do that. So it was a real big issue. And it was called gradual emancipation. And it was like Thomas Jefferson was like, dude, we need to, if we free everybody, there's going to be like a rebellion. So then there was talks about trying to like have migration movements and, give slaves new colonies and start their own land and all this, whatever. That's all complicated. But at this time with this law, George Washington's secretary explained it to Washington. So he started transferring every 6 months slaves back to Mount Vernon and bringing new ones up. So he didn't have to read anybody.
That's
reset. Pretty
shitty. Smart. Yeah.
So
5 months and 29 days. All right, we got to get out of here.
Exactly. And so what happens is Anna Judge's family is back in Mount Vernon. And so, she doesn't want to run away. She wants to be with her family. It's very complicated anyways. She's also living in like the executive mansion. She's the president's house slave. Like that's an intense situation to be in.
Yeah.
Finally took. Oh, I'm sorry. Go on, John. What?
I was going to say, because there's freed and emancipated Black people out like in Philadelphia, like they're living free around her.
Yes.
And she's actually living a lot better than them.
Yes.
Means-wise. Yes. But she's still a slave, but like she's more comfortable than the free people around her.
Right. And so it's a weird moral debate. It's like, well, what is more important, like comfort or freedom or family or freedom or what? And the fact that she chose freedom kind of speaks to the importance of freedom, I think.
Yeah.
So
It's a
finally,
lot easier to be funny about Kevin Costner than it is to be funny about slavery.
I don't know. I guess I wasn't planning on talking
This is a
about
comedy podcast?
No, it's a whatever.
Okay.
But I don't know. I haven't finished the book, so I don't know all of it. But it's where I'm at now is she was going to be given away to Martha Washington's granddaughter, who was kind of a bitch. And so
Yeah.
Anna was finally like, no, I'm not doing this. They're about to go back to the South. It's now or never. And she took money, a bunch of clothes, and she hopped on a ship and went to New York and darted.
Nice.
The
Did they ever find
president-
her?
They never found her. The president of the United States had all his resources trying to find Anna and never did. She lived until like 1840 something. She lived for a long
Wow.
time and didn't even tell her story till she was about to die. And it was it's a really amazing book. It's worth reading, but crazy
That's
story,
a crazy
man.
story.
It's
Yeah.
awesome, dude. It kind of fires you up. She's like, all right, she is, I mean, a 26-year-old woman on her own trying to navigate in colonial America.
Yeah, just
Right.
starting over in
Yeah.
New York.
Oh, it's a hell of a great story.
And you know what, man? Like, if you ask me, like, that's the fucking American dream right there.
I agree with you.
It's like,
Yeah, I want to see
know,
that
like-
as a HBO miniseries, and like Alicia
Me too.
Keys' New York song is the theme.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, damn. Let's start. That's genius. Let's start that right now.
It would be a great like series. It really would.
Yeah, but like it's the pursuit of happiness, and it's like
Yeah.
still like tying everything back into the hero's journey. It's the pursuit of bliss that's worth it. Like it's like I'm not escaping like being owned by anybody, but like maybe a slavery of my own mind that I've escaped to like pursue this. But like those comforts, like I could be very comfortable. I could just get a job and not chase my dreams and be much more comfortable than I am right now. But I'd rather be chasing this dream and not be able to afford paying my Zoom fucking bills.
Your Zoom and subscription.
Yeah. That's the cost. Like
These people
that's
fought
the cost
and
of-
died for you to have Zoom.
Yeah, right. That's that's like my version right now of like that's how I relate to it. That's my cost of freedom. Like not knowing if I'm going to be able to pay my bills next month is like it's worth it to me than opposed to like being married to a job that gives me these comforts. I guess that like feels oppressive to whatever reasons. So I don't know. So I get it. I fucking get it.
I feel like I'm on the other end of that spectrum as far as like I need to get a job so I can get insurance so I can get my tooth fixed.
Yeah, Corey's got.
But like I still don't want a job. But like I want to get my tooth fixed. So
Corey's body
is a
is
comfort
falling
that
completely apart.
Yeah, it's like every week something else breaks in or on me. But
you should see
it's
the
after
picture
40,
of,
man. Everything falls apart.
You should see a picture of Corey's toe, John.
I could show you right now.
Oh man, it's so gross.
If I get it high enough up here.
No, don't do that. Not on a Zoom because we can't put that on the internet. Just imagine the eye of a dead shark. The cloudy
like,
blue.
Sharks have dead eyes anyways. The dead eye of a dead shark.
Like the eye of a shark that you're poking on shore, like with a stick.
Like a shark that's decomposing on the shore of the beach.
And it has a crowd around it of like tourist families from Wyoming.
God damn. It's a dead shark. Some dead ass.
Yeah.
Dude, he dropped a pallet on it and it exploded.
Yeah, it's getting better though. I think I'll be able to golf in a week. I was actually going to try to golf yesterday, but I ran out of time. There's a simulator in town.
In Grand Rapids, there is?
Yeah, at the golf course, they set up a 2-bay simulator in the clubhouse over the winter. So it's got the TrackMan, it's got it all.
Nice.
It might even be a better system than Caddyshack. I don't know what they run, if they run TrackMan or what's better than that. But I feel like TrackMan is the main brand that all the podcasts like to use. So we'll see. I'm gonna go on Wednesday. I got booked a time at 10 a.m. Wednesday just to see how I can swing because it's I don't know. I don't know if we'd be able to take a full one, but it'd be nice to be able to take like at least a 3/4 one if I'm
You're gonna be
spending
just fine.
$400 or $500 to go play golf.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
John, the Podcostner, which for anyone listening, Corey is a revered host of the Podcostner, is taking a field trip to Houston, Texas next week for golf.
Going to Gice
Yeah.
for a golf excursion.
We're gonna go golf on
Well,
the Tin Cup golf course.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you were telling me about that a little while ago.
I'm personally going just so I can see Adam Herman play acoustic music
Yeah.
in Texas.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Also-
it is better than nada.
Are you gonna play that song?
Yeah, I'm gonna play the whole Tin Cup soundtrack.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I invited Kevin Costner to golf with us.
Okay.
Any response?
No, he never responds to our Instagram accounts.
Oh, really?
I've sent him quite a bit of things.
Geez, I
No
wonder if
response
he's gonna
ever.
see it.
It's a blue checkmark account. Somebody has to be monitoring it at some level, like an assistant, a manager, his kids. Like, I don't know. Maybe he gets drunk late at night and he takes a spin on it. Who knows?
How do we get?
I don't know. I feel like at least 20, 25 people are DMing Kevin Costner each day, asking him for lunch or to have a conversation with the man. It probably gets lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, that's what you got to up the ante.
How do we get this moment in this podcast to Costner saying,
Well,
please
it's been
come
the whole
play in
struggle.
the Tin Cup?
That's been the whole struggle, trying to get his attention in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like inviting him to redeem himself, get less than 12 on that hole and just show everybody in the world that you're actually capable of it at your advanced age. Get out there, swing the sticks. But yeah, he's not going to respond.
Do you guys think that wife beaters are cool again? When can we bring those back?
Maybe after I lose about 20 pounds and don't break my foot and not be able to go to the gym for 2 months. I don't think I should put on a wife beater right now. I look like a tub of pudding.
Well, here's the question. When did they go out of style?
I think when people started calling them wife beaters.
No.
That's when they were at their height. They were at the height of, yeah. And I don't think anybody really put it together until, I don't know. Like a lot of people just started saying it and it's like, that's not why. That's not why. And then it's like, yeah, that is why. Because in every movie you've seen, a guy that beats his wife wore A-shirts.
Yeah. A-shirts are what they're actually called.
Yeah. A-shirts?
Never heard that before. Like the letter A style.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to bring them back after watching Costner in Tin Cup because I want to wear them on the golf course. I think golfing in a wife beater would be pretty cool.
He doesn't have a lot of great different outfits in that film. The black polo with the khakis, but that's not really that distinctive enough to really catch. But I wanted to dress up too for this.
Yeah,
it's a lot of effort to get there, and then just not give full effort day of.
You got to
be recording
have a short sleeve button up with you.
Yeah, short sleeve button up over it.
That's polo.
Yeah, but it's got to be open though. It's got to be open and flying.
And linen pants.
To be real cool, you can just take it off and hold it over your shoulder.
Yeah, you're right, dude. He does wear that in there too. Yeah, you're right. We need linen pants, 90s style, short sleeve button up unbuttoned over a wife beater, and then sunglasses like a holder.
But Cheech Marin's outfit is definitely flashy. If you go back and look at his outfit from that scene, he's got like a real red and white sort of caddy thing going on.
Cheech
is looking good in there. I just like the 90s though.
Linen pants is the point that I want to retire at.
Yeah.
Because that's not just a style. You can't just start wearing linen suits out of nowhere. You have to earn that kind of demeanor. That's a way of life.
Also, linen in Minnesota doesn't make a lot of sense because it's so cold half the year.
Yeah. You have to have an indoor life for that.
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks out of the year. Linen is good for you in Minnesota, like mid-August.
Dude, linen pants are so cool.
Dude, the Kitchigami Club had linen parties around that time of year, where they had like a end of summer party outside the grounds with the lantern lighting and the
Cool.
fancy musics and their
All those rich people.
cocktails.
Is that the point of those parties, those garden parties, just to celebrate the fact that they can wear thin clothing? Like, let's
Yeah.
all wear linen.
We can
Let the
afford
breeze
linen.
blow through us.
Look
As
at us. We
eat
live in
crusty
Duluth.
sandwiches and sip tea.
We live in Duluth with a pool.
Yeah, I hated that place. I worked there for like 5 years, and I didn't really interact with any of the guests, which is probably better.
I worked there briefly too. I bartended there for like a couple months.
I had a few guest appearances there too.
Really?
When I was waiting for tycoons to, when I was Josh Stotts was working there at the time.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for tycoons to open because construction was taking a long time. So like I filled in during the holidays. So I had a few guest appearances for events and shit.
Man.
It's a different beast over there.
Yeah.
Did you work at the golf course too?
Yep.
I feel like I might have overlapped with you for a minute there. I worked at the golf course for one season, and that's how I got a hold of Josh and John, and then it ended up at the Kitsch as well.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't at Northland while Josh was there though.
Yeah, I think Josh was at Northland when I was very briefly.
Freegard hooked me up with Josh.
Corey, you need to work on a golf course. That needs to be your career.
I know, but I'm allergic to grass, and I feel like if I worked and played on it, I'm very severely allergic to grass.
God, you're such a silly boy.
You play golf. That's
I break out. I got like hives and shit. I got to put cream on it.
No wonder you're in a bad mood on the golf course all the time. Because you're a good golfer.
I know if I was good at it and I had to struggle through it, that'd be one thing. But if like it's actively trying to kill me and I'm bad at it,
no,
like,
you are good at it. That's the thing. John, I can't wait to get to Texas next week and watch Corey implode on the golf course out of rage.
Dude, that's why this fucking broken toe has really bummed me out, because I have been able to do no like indoor drills or practice. I haven't even set up my like golf shit downstairs.
What
I
if
haven't
that's
touched
the
a
key,
club
dude?
in like somehow, I don't know if my phone knew about the trip. Obviously it does, because it knows about everything, but the golf videos have been starting to work back into my algorithm on Instagram Reels. So like the drills are coming back. I actually did some medicine ball work yesterday at the gym to try to get the core turning.
God. Just put your change in your left pocket.
There you go. Yeah, simple.
Yeah,
I got a quick callback for you though, Corey.
Yeah.
All right.
So now let me ask you a question. Do you feel free on the golf course?
Ooh, I don't like where we're going with this, but yeah, I do.
He's a slave to the golf.
No, you would like.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but like everything everything that you're going through to get out there is worth it. Like otherwise you would feel enslaved to the inside and doing nothing, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I put up with I don't know if it's not really putting up with either, because I do enjoy the process of going to the range and practicing and working on it, and like I don't know, it's very like 1-2, like you're working on something, you see your result. Like it's very, what do you call that, where you notice the results of doing something.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, it's very instant gratification. But also it's very long-term gratification, because I still am not anywhere near, but you never get there. And once you realize that you're never actually going to get to your goal in golf, unless you're like one of the 100 people in the entire world at any given time that have reached that goal, because they rank you. You get a ranking when you anytime you get like to put in money and you get a handicap, like you get ranked, and it's usually like in the many digits of thousands. But
do you have like a spiritual attitude towards golf at all, Corey? Because a lot of people do.
I think I do. It's actually requires meditation. So
you're right.
Breath work. I started doing breath work for it. I think you said this podcast always leads to Taoism, and I feel like you're leading me to it. But like I do the 5 second deep inhale.
Why would you? First of all, why
6.
would you say what I said about it? Why would you talk about how the sausage is made?
Magician's code, man. You broke the magician's code.
Yeah, he's lifting the curtain.
But it's more magical that it happened organically, though.
Right,
like I wasn't coached into it. It's just funny how it ended up there. Anyways, yeah, I do think it's a little bit spiritual. Especially like I feel like I'm one of the only people I know that does it by myself. Like I don't go with a group of people, or usually if I can avoid it, I'll play on my own instead of with another group of 3 or 4. So it's,
I go alone too. I like it. I like going alone.
Yeah. It always forces you to like deal with your inner turmoil on your own and try to get you back to a point of focus. And that's the constant challenge.
There is something about being on a golf course at like 6:37 in the morning with like just a cup of coffee alone. Man,
I wouldn't know that. I can't get out of bed before.
Oh, it's like 9, the best time to go. It's kind of quiet. It's early. The sun's coming up, and just oh my god, it's great.
Depending on the work that I find, that's probably going to be me this year because I've been getting up a lot earlier. Moving and being in a household that has to get up and go to work and school. I'm generally up at like 6:37 now.
Yeah, you're thrust into a Mr. Mom situation now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so break that down for me. I just realized in this podcast that you're in Grand Rapids now.
Yep. This is actually the first time I've set up the studio and gotten this space kind of organized. It's been about 2 months now, and I've been working on unpacking and getting rooms set up, and now I'm able to kind of concentrate on my own spaces a little bit. I still have to set up my music space and my golf space in the basement.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been doing a lot of, Mr. Mommin, I suppose.
What prompted the move to Grand Rapids?
I moved in with Alyssa.
Okay.
His lady friend.
It was, it definitely seemed like it was going to work out better to get out of Duluth than move everybody to Duluth. It would have been pretty tough. So.
Oh man, you made a great move. The house is awesome. It's such a great setup, dude. Once you start working down there, it's gonna be or over there, I guess. You're not.
I'd like to work at the golf course. They have a little bar and grill there.
Be a golf pro, dude. Give lessons.
Waggle. I think that's something that you can't just start doing. I think you actually have to.
You have to have a handicap.
Yeah, you actually have to be good at golf for an amount of time that you have like been in a tournament and won it.
How
you
would
have to
they
become
know?
a professional. You have to actually become there. There's a certification involved. Like you have to become a golf professional. You just can't call yourself one.
We could fake that, man.
Yeah. You got to crack into some computer systems.
Oh yeah. Who's gonna check?
Yeah, I bet they don't check. Just call their bluff and see how far you can get. Like, no, I'm in that system. Yeah.
Dude, I've given dozens of I've given dozens of interviews. Like I didn't check any fucking references.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. I've gotten so many jobs.
I just want to hire a guy that I can hang out with.
Yeah. That's all it is, dude.
Yeah. I'd hire you as my golf pro without even questioning it. No interview.
It's all who you know.
Yep.
Well, I watch a lot of golf videos, so I feel like I've can copy and paste a lot of that.
Those who can't teach.
Well, I should be a pretty good teacher then.
Yeah, me too. It's great. I can't do anything.
The math works. The math is solid. Like the application is a different thing though. It's easy. It's really easy to tell people how to fix their lives.
Yeah. It's like your elbow should be not doing what it's doing. You should do something different with your elbow. Yep. That's all golf teaching is. It's like, try this with your elbow.
Dude, I'll be your reference.
It's all on the elbows.
You've helped me with golf. You've helped me get better at golf.
Yeah, but your thing is you just tee everything up too high.
See?
That's an easy fix.
Easy fix, and you fixed it. Tell that to those other people.
Bro,
if you can fit your entire club under your ball, it's not.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
It is with your 5-wood.
It's because I go for it, dude.
Yeah. Dude, I can't wait to go for it on the hole. I bet when we get there, like that whole area around the plaque is just going to be beat to shit. Like there's got to be.
Oh yeah.
If everybody that goes there tries to get that shot, like that area has got to be. Maybe there's just like a turf mat there. It's like, okay, we get it. You're going to go for it from here. Lay down some turf.
On the 13th hole at Deerwood. The 13th at Deerwood, Deerwood in Kingwood.
Yeah,
Texas.
It's confusing. But that's the hole that they filmed it on.
In the movie Tin Cup, it's the 18th hole, where Kevin Costner famously hits it into the water 11 times and sinks it on the 12th. Right? It was 12 shots.
He ended up with a 12 on the hole. There was some controversy over how many strokes it actually was.
Right.
Because I think they did screw up when the announcer was saying it. They miscounted somehow. I can't remember exactly. Gonna have to go back and watch the movie before we go.
I watched it last night, but he
ends up carding a 12 on the hole.
Yeah. That's what it is. Nobody will forget the 12. Yeah, the greatest 12 in golf history.
Yeah, nobody will remember that you came in third or fourth in the U.S. Open. What they're gonna remember is the 12.
The 12. And so, but in Deerwood, in reality, that hole is actually the 13th in Deerwood Country Club in Kingwood, Texas. So, Do you think it's that popular though? There is a big mural of Kevin Costner in the clubhouse though.
Yeah, there's a plaque. I think it's super popular, but also I think that since it's a private course, that they may not get a lot of crazy people like us allowed to be on there. So,
but it's not. I looked at the prices for it just out of curiosity. I was studying it. I think we'll get I don't think we have to pay, but whatever. That's whatever. It's only like $65 for 18 or something. It's not that crazy.
If we could just pay $65 to play it, why didn't we just do that? I thought it was private.
Well, you have to be a member.
Okay.
So it's probably 65 on top of the membership fees. Yeah. So I guess it is expensive.
Country clubs are such a racket.
Oh yeah.
You got to pay your dues, and then you have to pay for everything in there while you're there. And not only that, you have to spend a certain amount of money. And if you don't, they'll take it anyways.
It's the insurance model.
Yeah. I just love having this place to go and show off that, like, I'll pay for it. I don't give a fuck.
I hate insurance. I hate all of it so much. I just need to be rich. That ain't good.
I'd rather keep talking about golf than insurance. I spent all day, longer than I wanted to yesterday, trying to figure out dental insurance in this state. And it actually made it so I couldn't go. I was going to go golfing yesterday, like I said, but I ran out of time because of having to call literally every endodontist I could think of in the state or could find.
There's got to be a way, dude. We'll tie a string to your tooth and we'll tie the other end to a doorknob and we'll slam it.
The thing is, I have to wait till I actually get a job, and then I have to report my income, and then I have to pay for actual insurance through the portal, like normal folk with jobs, because the medical assistance bullshit when you're unemployed and you have zero income, the dental for that, at least in my county, isn't accepted anywhere. Yeah, and the crazy shit is the crazy shit is it would be accepted actually in this county if endodontist existed in this county. There's not a single one. Oh, really? No, there is coverage for, like, I looked at the covered services and endodontist work. I don't know. Yeah, it's in there. Like, you can get the work done, but there just isn't one in the whole county.
Really?
Yeah. And so just fucked. But once I get a job, I'll be able to pay a lot for insurance that will probably cover half of the job, and it's just retarded. Oh, whoa. Edit that out. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. I just got insurance for the first time. Ooh, actually.
Snazzy.
Because I'm unemployed and broke and have no money. They're like, okay, now you can have the best insurance in the world. Like, you can't do anything else.
And it's free.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you make literally zero in Minnesota, currently it's actually free. I haven't had to pay my premium in like a year.
That's the whole comfort versus freedom thing again.
Yep.
Do we want to be trapped by the system, or do I want to make $40,000 a year and then have to pay for everything?
Yeah. Those are the two choices.
Right. It really is. the average income is like 50 grand a year right now in this country, which isn't enough for anything. I don't know. What do I know? I'm running for president.
There we go.
Dude, actually, I got a thing on my email, or I don't know where, I got to figure out where it came from, but they are allowing people to apply for city council in Grand Rapids for a vacated seat that lasts till December, and it pays $600 a month, and I have to apply by the 25th. Oh, I'm totally going to do it. I just got to fucking remember where I saw it.
Oh, man.
I don't know if it was on Facebook or if it was on an email or where I saw it.
You are more than qualified for that.
No, it was on the Grand Rapids website, because I check there for jobs every once in a while, because when the jobs start opening up for the golf course, that's where they post them. So I've had my eye on that.
Municipal course?
Yeah, it's a city course.
Yeah, you are more than qualified for that kind of gig, man.
Yeah.
City council.
All you have to do is have lived here for 30 days. Did that. Yeah, I've been here 2 months. Let me decide things for you.
Like, yeah, once you've been in Grand Rapids a month, you get it. Get the gist of it. Yeah, like you
people here. The biggest problem here, like Duluth, people hate bike lanes, right?
Yeah.
In Grand Rapids here, people hate the 4 roundabouts that they've put in town.
Oh yeah.
They started putting roundabouts around. People lose their mind over them. They hate the roundabouts.
I have to think too much.
Roundabouts are the best, dude. There's such great traffic control. People here are just stupid.
What are we, Europe? Dude, give me the keys.
Yeah, all the comments on Facebook things are just like, why don't you put a roundabout in it?
That's actually pretty funny.
It is.
I'm going to start saying that with Duluth stuff. I've decided I need to be more active on Facebook. I hate it, but I have to be.
Oh, me too.
But not in the comments, right? Like, anytime I get on Facebook on the comments, I just get so ticked off and I just say something that I regret.
Corey's comments are great. You had a good one on our friend Heiko's deal that was really funny. But I won't bring that up.
Yeah, feel shame.
Because I love Heiko. So.
Yeah. He said he puts his foot in the mouth a little bit on Facebook every once in a while, and he has such a wide like pull of people that see his shit that it's just immediately like.
What annoys me about Facebook. Oh, I'm sorry, John. Did I talk over you?
Oh no, go ahead.
Well, what annoys me about it is everybody. There's no just the sheer fucking hubris of people on Facebook and people on social media. It's always been that way. But it's gotten to the point now where the algorithm is feeding itself now. Like bots are talking to bots. Like it's this. Yeah. It's become a what do they call that when critical mass? It's reaching critical mass.
Yeah, the snake is eating itself.
Yeah, like 15 monkeys on one island learn to wash sweet potatoes, and then you look in islands over, the monkeys are now doing it there too. It's reached a DNA level. Facebook bots have reached critical mass, and it's like I was looking at because trying to sell books online. Sometimes I look at the poll, the stats and the analytics and everything.
Yeah, same.
Nobody sees anything anymore. Nobody sees anything. The only people the people that see my posts are like strangers that aren't related to it at all. They're, the fake accounts and everything.
Yeah.
And that's not how you. It's not how you do it. It's not how it works.
Have either of you tried? I heard this on a golf podcast. They also have books and try to sell them on theirs. But one of them had another author on, and that author was like a best-selling at some point, got up high on the charts. And he said he had to make his books like 1 cent for like a week.
1 cent?
Have you ever tried to just to get the numbers? Like people bought it. Like it's a fucking trick that they use, apparently, that is one of the many dirty tricks they use to get best-selling status.
Really?
What kind of weird shit do y'all have tried to get, boost your sales for a period of time?
I've given you need because you need 4,000 sales in a weekend or something like that, or in the first week to hit bestseller.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm doing that right after I get done here.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter how much you make off of it. As long as 4,000 units go out, you're a bestseller. So you could actually have, if you wanted to go that route, you could buy 4,000 copies yourself.
Oh, really?
And, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, Mark, make it a penny, buy 4,000, get 4,000 pennies, and then you've sold 4,000 units. It's
I will literally after this, I'm going to make the ebook 1 penny.
Yeah, just for like a short period of time, and then before people notice it, you bump it back up.
Because the paper book has to be at least $5, I think, to cover the printing costs.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't matter to me. I'd rather just sell to friends than be out for thousands and thousands of dollars.
Maybe charging a penny will work better, because like I've been trying to give away little bits and pieces of it on YouTube and social media, and still no bites. Like I can't make you fucking read it.
Man, I'm gonna make it a penny and see what happens. That's so funny.
But then I don't know how you like go ahead and advertise it that it's cheap. Like I don't know if there's a like the $5 bin at Walmart where you walk by the bin, you look through the bin.
Right.
Like, is there a bin that you can put free books in on the internet where people are looking? Like how? I don't even know. I don't read books, so I'm pretty out of the loop.
Just like other sites. I mean, I guess like Reddit and Tumblr and stuff like that. But I'm trying to navigate the area myself, and I have no idea what to do.
Book Talk.
Yeah.
There's TikTok is like Book Talk is huge right now. I've had a couple bookstores tell me I need to be on Book Talk, and I just don't want to do it. I don't even want to do Facebook. I enjoy Instagram because I'm still connected to my friends.
Mm-hmm.
But Facebook's got to the point I don't see any people I know really on there anymore. Like I don't see any. It's all strangers.
Yeah, and then you try to unfollow them, and you can't even figure that out.
Yeah. So I just don't even get on it anymore. I posted something today to try and like do it again, and it's fun again. But I just feel gross.
Yeah,
got to get over it.
Yeah, you just got to have fun with it, I guess. And just like
make it fun. Yeah.
And I've been really trying to take away like my expectation of the outcome. It's like you'll put in, because it's got the opportunity for such instant gratification, and when it doesn't come, it just fucking sucks. It's like, I put all this work editing this video, and like 2 people liked it all day.
Well, it's just like music. Corey can relate to this. You spend all this money on gear, studio time, recording. It's thousands of dollars at the end of the day to put out an album that 2 people will listen to on like their phone.
Yeah.
You're like, oh man, or like through the crappy headphones.
Yeah. At least there's like grants available. I'm sure there's grants available for like podcasting or books or something, but
there are grants available for writing
as much, but it's probably, I don't know.
But for like buying material, it's tough to find stuff to buy. Like I couldn't get a grant to buy 1,000 books to sell.
Yeah.
Because they don't want you to do that. And I get that. It should be about the creation of it, not the commercial side of it. So
but like, that is true, but it all kind of intertwines into one.
It does. It's all one system.
At the end of the day, like, I mean, I'm just biased, but like, there should be an artist grant to just like support you for 6 months while you create your book.
Well, that exists.
Like they're just, those are a lot harder to get. Like they don't give out as many, at least in the Arrowhead regional things. That's what I go to. They give out a lot more like project side grants, and then they give out like 1 or 2 a year, like artist just grants. Like here's $10,000 to not have to work for a month and a half or 2 months while you create your work.
Right. And the stipulation is you can't use it to buy bulk CDs. You can't use it to buy like gear and stuff like that.
And theoretically you could, if you never wanted to get another grant from them again.
Right.
But you have to like at the end of the thing give the receipts. Yeah, you have to show them what you actually bought with it, and then they decide later on if you apply for another one. Like, hey, last time we gave him this, we got a receipt with a lot of lube on it.
There's a bunch of Oreos.
I don't know if he needs
part of the creative. Lube is part of my creative process.
You have to defend that. Go in front of the committee and be like, "Look,
I'm an artist. How dare you? This is my art."
What 1,000 tubes?
Like that's a lot of art, buddy.
Yeah, you gotta stay slippery. I don't know about you guys, but I can't create when I'm sticky.
Oh, nobody can create sticky.
You gotta stay slippery and fluid.
Corey,
you never know when the ideas are coming.
Johnny, thank you for getting on early with us, and Corey and sitting on the Oddville. We're probably gonna wrap it up here pretty quick, but
Right on.
right.
I have a golf question before we go.
Oh, hell yeah. Golf talk. Let's do it.
How do you feel about men that use the women's tee? Number one. And two, how do you feel about it being called the woman's tee and there being a woman's tee in general?
That's the better question. There's no gender assigned to the tees. It's all based on handicap, and you should start at the red tees, at the forward tees, if you're just getting into it. That's what they're there for.
So the woman's tee is antiquated. That's a term that is no longer. That's like the R word. We can't say that anymore.
It depends. I would say golf culture is 99% still bro culture, which kind of
guys
sucks.
only,
it's the kind of people.
forbidden.
Yeah, it's the kind of people that like watch the YouTube videos, like people destroying golf carts and think it's funny. It's just like,
that is funny. I don't care who you are.
It's funny, yeah, but like I'm not going to do it. And if I see somebody doing it, I'm going to call the police immediately. But it's funny to watch. It's just like, I mean, there's different color tees. I still don't play from the ones that are the way, the tips as they call them, the ones at the way back. I go to the one right in front of the reds because I'd be embarrassed for people to see me playing from there, but not because it's gendered.
I'm paying money. I play from the closest tees possible.
Yeah. Theoretically, you're not really supposed to play from the white tees, like the secondary tees, unless you can break 100. Like that's,
so don't even try. Like,
no, it's for speed of the game. It's for people that get out there on the weekends and take 6 hours to play around. You're holding everybody up. Like, play from the tee that's forward so you don't lose every one of your drives every time. That's why they're there.
Don't reach for what you can't touch, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. Yeah. All right, you heard it here, folks. It's okay to play from them lady tees. Corey Gice says so. You're allowed to.
And actually, there's a lot of advice that says even if you are ready to play from beyond, like you should play from the reds until you hit par. Like that's what it's there for. It's to learn how to score.
Dang, I've been doing it.
It's to put yourself in more situations to score, which means hitting the green in regulation. And if you can't do that from the further back tees yet, you're never going to learn how to do it. So you got to go play from the front so that you learn how to quote unquote score.
Learning how to score at the ladies' tee.
Yeah. That's where you do it.
Is that the name of the episode?
It feels like it. It feels like it.
Scoring from the ladies' tee?
Scoring from the ladies' tees.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's all about setting. Golf is about setting progressive goals. Like, be
a better golfer.
You can always set the next goal, but you got to set the first one. Although if you're just going to go out there and hack around, like whatever, do that. But if you want to actually, if it actually catches you and like electrifies you, if you feel it in your loins like a tuning fork,
the tuning fork,
you gotta set a goal.
Put a tingle in your dingle.
Yeah,
well, that's bliss. That applies to everything.
For sure.
Go find your golf. Go find your golf, people.
Yeah.
The tuning fork in your groins. All right. Well, that's a perfect way to end this thing then. I'm going to stop the recording. Corey, Johnny.
Do we stop on the clap too? Do we have to clap to stop it?
Yeah. Ready?
Well, I can't. Hold on. Then I gotta like 1, 2, 3, clap, go.
All right. Ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, clap, go.
I'm going to count down and you clap. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, clap.
You didn't clap.
That's right. See ya.